Hello to our friends from abroad. Do you usually drive a car? Perhaps you've had close calls, or you're unclear about Japan's traffic rules. Do you feel nervous about driving? To make sure you do not cause or are involved in an accident, here are some basic rules. First of all, in order to drive in Japan, you must, of course, have a driving license. Other than a Japanese driving license, as long as it matches the Geneva Convention and is officially authorized, an international driving permit is acceptable. But it's only valid for 1 year after entry to Japan, or for the period of the permit, whichever period is shorter. If you have a permit from these countries, or if an official Japanese translation is attached, you can drive 1 year after entry, or for the period of the permit, whichever's shorter. Of course, the translation must be issued by an authorized institution.
Let's drive!
So let's take a look at some basic traffic rules. In Japan, we drive on the left side of the road. How about your country? Right or left?
My country drives on the right. Mine does too.
And mine. My country too. People from countries that drive on the right may find it hard to get used to at first.
Actually, when I turned right once, I accidentally wandered into the right lane.
That was dangerous. Make sure you get used to driving on the left. There's one thing you mustn't do before driving, and that's drinking alcohol. Even if you've had a small amount, don't drive. Wow, that's dangerous. Alcohol impairs your judgment and vision. It may cause an accident. Drunk driving is treated strictly in Japan. You could face up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 1 million yen. If you're alcohol impaired, you could face up to 3 years in prison or a fine of up to 500,000 yen. And the penalties aren't just for the driver. If you know that the driver has been drinking and you still ask for a lift anyway, this is punishable. If you know that the driver has been drinking and you lend them a car anyway, this is also punishable. And if you know that the person you serve alcohol to will drive, this is punishable as well. Even a small amount of alcohol is unacceptable. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. You must not hold a smartphone or look at a screen while driving. You could face prison for up to 6 months, or a fine of up to 100,000 yen. If you cause an accident, you may face prison for up to a year, or be fined up to 300,000 yen.
What about hands-free?
Hands-free, although not prohibited, is reckless. Please focus when you're talking. Also, using earphones and going hands-free means you're not concentrating. This could also be interpreted as a violation. When you need to make or receive a call, park your car safely beforehand. Also, with a GPS, you must not operate it while driving. Set your GPS first and concentrate on driving. Let's talk about different traffic rules and road etiquette at home and abroad. What's confusing about Japanese traffic rules? As expected, it's the traffic signs. For example, what does the red triangle mean? This is a stop sign. Stop when you see it. In most countries, the stop sign is octagonal.
My country uses a red octagon too. My country too.
That's why I didn't understand at first. Just a few signs feature the word stop. If you don't understand and don't stop, it could lead to collisions with other vehicles or with pedestrians. Let's memorize the shape and what it means. What does a sign with a blue background featuring a bus mean? This indicates a bus-only lane. Only scheduled buses, etc., can pass through. This sign indicates a priority lane, although regular vehicles can also pass through. When a bus, etc., approaches from behind, priority must be given to scheduled buses, etc. Other road signs are also unique to Japan. Please remember them. This is a one-way sign. Only drive in the direction of the arrow. This is a no entry for vehicle sign. Entry to this road is prohibited. You can see it at the exit of a one-way road. If you enter accidentally, you might end up in a head-on collision. This sign means there's a pedestrian crossing. A pedestrian crossing without traffic lights. You can see a diamond mark on the road. Beware of pedestrians crossing the street. Pedestrians always have right-of-way. Slow down when nearing a pedestrian crossing. You must wait until pedestrians have crossed. With pedestrian crossings at intersections, watch out for pedestrians crossing the road. Are you nervous about not understanding traffic rules? I'm confused by red lights. I once nearly collided while turning. In some countries and regions, you can turn right or left at a red light. But in Japan, you must stop at a red light. Going straight, right or left is prohibited. If the light's red and there's a green arrow, you can turn in that direction. Turning right was dangerous after the traffic light turned green. Take care turning on a green light. Do not turn if a vehicle's passing in the opposite lane. Vehicles in the opposite lane have priority. In order to avoid rear-end collisions, it's important to maintain a safe distance from the car in front. If you're going at 60 kilometers per hour, wait 2 seconds to pass the car in front of you. If you're traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, you travel approximately 33 meters in 2 seconds. Wait 2 seconds to pass the car in front of you in order to keep an appropriate distance after the car in front has passed. Oh, are you okay? In the case of a traffic accident, immediately stop the car and move to a safe place. Call an ambulance on 119 if anyone's injured. Follow the operator's instructions and take measures to stop any bleeding. Even if there are no injuries, report the accident to the police on 110. Do not leave the scene until the police arrive.
Wow, so beautiful! Snow doesn't fall in my country. I'd love to go.
But you must be careful. Driving on snow or ice with normal tires brings a risk of getting stuck or slipping. Be sure to purchase studless tires and attach tire chains. Studless tires are perfect to maintain stability on snowy or icy roads. If chain restrictions are in place, and even if you have studless tires, unless you have tire chains, you cannot pass through chain restriction areas. If heavy snow is expected, prepare a chain in advance to attach right away. Practice before you get going. Let's get started. You must wear seatbelts in all seats. I always put my seatbelt on. How about the back seats? You must wear a seatbelt in all seats. For children under the age of 6, use of a seat is mandatory. For children over 6 who are small in stature, it's best to use a child seat. What is a specific small motorized bicycle? On specific small motorized bicycles, you cannot exceed 20 kilometers per hour. According to vehicle size and output, for vehicles below the set standards, you don't need a driver's license. However, under 16s are prohibited from driving. They're easier to ride than a moped, which requires a license. But even though you don't need a license, you must still pay attention to the rules. You must also display number plates and must have automobile liability insurance. If you drink alcohol, do not drive a specific small motorized bicycle. Knowing that someone has been drinking while renting a specific small motorized bicycle and knowing they'll ride it is also prohibited. Don't encourage others to drink. You are also required to wear a helmet.
I'll get on then.
Be sure to wear it. It could save your life. If there's a road, sidewalk, or shoulder, please drive close to the left edge of the road. Do not drive on the right. You could face prison for up to 3 months, or a fine of up to 50,000 yen. Observe the traffic lights at intersections. When there's a stop sign, please come to a full stop. Now, let's look at turning right. At an intersection with traffic lights, proceed to the other side when the light's green. Stop there and turn right. Proceed only when the light turns green. Turn right using the so-called two-stage right turn. If you've incurred certain violations riding a specific small motorized bicycle, like ignoring traffic signals twice in 3 years, you must attend a driving training course for specific small motorized bicycles. So it's best to follow the rules. How was it?
Great!
Let's take a look at traffic rules for bicycles. Let me ride. Bicycles are classified as light vehicles, so you must keep to the left on roads. If you ride on the sidewalk, pedal slowly on the side closest to the road. If you get in the way of pedestrians, you must come to a full stop. At an intersection with traffic lights, proceed after the light turns green. At an intersection with a stop sign, please come to a full stop. Make sure it's safe to proceed. Alcohol is also prohibited. As with a car, if you're drunk or you are alcohol impaired, there will be severe penalties. You could face up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 1 million yen. If you're alcohol impaired, you could face up to 3 years in prison or a fine of up to 500,000 yen. If you know that someone's drinking and you still ask for a lift anyway, or you knowingly serve alcohol and you lend that person a bicycle, whoever has encouraged drunk driving will be punished. You must turn on lights at night. When you're riding a bicycle, holding a smartphone and looking at a screen or talking on the phone is also a violation. You could face up to 6 months in prison or a fine of up to 100,000 yen. Also, when riding a bicycle, if you're guilty of certain violations, like ignoring traffic signals twice in 3 years, you must take a cycling course. Wearing a helmet while riding a bicycle is an obligation effort. That's why we should wear a helmet while we're riding a bicycle. A traffic infraction notification system, or the blue ticket system, starts in April 2026. Don't ignore traffic lights. Please stop. Obstructing pedestrians using smartphones could cause traffic accidents and are seen as serious and dangerous traffic violations. But this system allows for criminal proceedings to be canceled if you pay a fine. A bicycle is also a vehicle. Let's take care and follow the rules. Have you heard of electric bikes with pedals? These vehicles have both a motor and pedals. And you have to use an engine to ride them while pedaling. Even with vehicles like bicycles, anything that exceeds the standard assist ratio is considered a pedal-equipped electric bike.
Wow.
I'd love to ride this. This isn't just a bicycle. It's classified as an ordinary motorized bicycle. It looks like a bicycle, but it's not. It requires a driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license for it, you could be severely penalized. Also, in order to drive on public roads, in addition to the attachment and display of license plates, as well as meeting safety standards like turn signals, automobile liability insurance is also mandatory. As riding on paths is prohibited and wearing a helmet is mandatory, insurance is also required. Your work, studies, and daily lives could be ruined due to a single traffic accident. Master the essential traffic rules and avoid causing accidents here in Japan. Let's avoid traffic accidents.